Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, out here in this art area right here behind me in the beautiful Palm Desert, California, testing out the cameras on the Google Pixel 6a. Been taking some photos with this device, really testing out the cameras to get ready for that camera review. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on that video. But I thought, you know what, while I'm out here, let me go ahead and make this video, my 3 days later video, really giving you my impressions, you know, after my first 3 days with this phone right here, because I never made an unboxing or first impressions video or anything like that. So I just kind of want to talk about the phone a little bit and let you know how it's been holding up and what I think about it, just based off of, you know, my first 3 days with this device. And if you're interested in picking one up, I'll make sure to have a link down in the description below. But first of all, let me go ahead and start off with that unboxing experience. It's pretty much like what we had with the, you know, Google Pixel 6, Google Pixel 6 Pro. Really thin, clean box. Got the 2 stickers on the side that you just peel off. No unboxing knife needed or anything like that. It was a really clean setup. You open it up, you're greeted with the phone. I gotta say, when I first saw this phone right here for the first time, I fell in love with these colors right here. You get the white and the gray combo looking really, really good. I really like what Google did right here. And then I also noticed that the camera bump is not really that big of a bump like what we have with the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. You know how the cameras on those devices really pop out? Well, this is almost flat with the back. I'm not completely flat, but it's very thin compared to the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. So that's another thing I noticed as soon as I pulled this phone out of the box, and I think it looks great. I mean, for a this phone's going for around 450 bucks. So for a $450 phone, in my opinion, I think it has a very premium look to it. You got the metal edges surrounding it, and I really like that matte finish all the way around. So beautiful looking phone, 450 bucks. I think the build quality is great, feels good in the hands. And those were my first thoughts taking this phone out of the box. And then once I put the phone to the side, other things that came in the box was the charging cable, the adapter, and, you know, your user manuals and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. Pretty clean unboxing experience. Now when I got back to the phone, like I said, a beautiful premium looking device. Even the display, I think, is a good looking display. I know I've seen on Twitter a lot of people talking about, you know, this doesn't have a 120 hertz display. No, it does not. It is a 60 hertz display. But you know what? There were some things that Google had to leave out of this device right here, because they had to get that price down to $450 where it's at right now. Otherwise, we're just gonna have another, you know, Pixel 6 or Pixel 6 Pro. This right here is like a baby Pixel 6, I'm gonna call it. It's like a little mini Pixel 6. But honestly, even for this having a 60 hertz display, in my opinion, just, you know, based off of my first 3 days with this phone, I mean, the experience has been great. It's been a smooth device. I haven't experienced, you know, any lag or any hiccups or anything like that. Even though it's not, you know, 120 hertz of smoothness, the 60 hertz that we get on this display right here, I mean, it's still a smooth experience. I'm starting to sweat here. It is humid out here. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to the display right here, even though it's a 60 hertz display, I still personally get a smooth experience for a 60 hertz display. And performance has been great as well. You know, this is running the same Tensor chipset that we have on the, you know, flagship Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. So you're still getting a flagship chip in here, which is allowing this phone to perform, you know, the way it does. So if you're someone that's new to Android and you want that pure Android experience, and you know, you're planning on checking out a Google device, but you don't want to pay, you know, those flagship prices, this could be a good one to go with, the Pixel 6a, because you're still going to get pretty much that flagship performance, you know, aside from the 120 hertz display, because of that Tensor chip that we also have in the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. They brought it down to the Pixel 6a. So performance has been great. Battery life has been great. I can already tell this is going to be an all-day device. I went to Universal Studios yesterday, used this phone all day to take pictures, videos. I was checking my social media, making phone calls, text messages, and it lasted me the whole entire day. I did not have to worry at all about throwing this on the charger. So I can already tell as time goes on, I mean, this is an all-day phone right here, and I will be doing, you know, one of my all-day battery drain tests with this phone right here to really put it to the test and really see how long it can last us. Now, a few other things that we didn't get on this phone to keep the price down at $450. No headphone jack like what we had on the previous A device. There is no wireless charging as well, which for me personally, honestly, it's not really that big of a deal, because I use wired charging all the time. In my opinion, it's just faster, it's better, at least for me. Like I said, I know we do have those people that, I mean, are all about wireless charging. So if you're all about that, that's a deal breaker for you, then this might not be the phone for you. But honestly, for me personally, it's not really that big of a deal. Wired charging is always going to be faster anyway, so I have no problem with that. This also does not offer a telephoto lens. We do have the main camera lens and the ultra wide camera lens, so there is no telephoto lens as well. And they are older cameras, but I do gotta say, even though these are a bit of older cameras compared to the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, I mean, I have still been getting some amazing photos with this phone right here for $450. I'm gonna keep saying that, $450 phone right here. The image quality that you're getting from the cameras on this device are still good, at least in my opinion. I think so. And even when it comes to video, yeah, with the front facing camera, video's topped out at 1080p 30 frames per second, but we do have 4K 30 and 4K 60 frames per second video recording with the rear facing cameras. And with the rear facing cameras, I was able to get some decent video quality. I actually have a 4K video test out already right now. I'll have that link down in the description below as well, in case you want to check out that video. In my opinion, for a $450 phone, this produces some good video quality. Yeah, the front facing camera can use a bit of work when it comes to video, but again, $450. Like I said, it's topped out at 1080p 30 frames per second when recording with that front facing camera. Whew, all right, I had to switch arms for this camera right here because it's getting a little heavy on this arm, so just went ahead and switched it up. This also is water resistant, IP67, I believe, not IP68. So not the most water resistant, but it's still going to, save the phone from any water damage if you do happen to, accidentally drop it in water or get water splashed on it or anything like that. So if you do happen to accidentally dunk this in water, just try to get it out of there as soon as possible. Like I said, there is still water resistance on this. It's just not IP68, it is IP67 water resistant. But overall, over these past 3 days, this video was just to simply share what my experience has been like so far, just for the past 3 days, my first impressions. And so far I have been enjoying this little phone right here. And me personally, I am all about bigger devices. So yeah, using a smaller device like this does take a little bit of getting used to, but honestly, it's kind of nice for the change. Like I said, it feels really good in the hand. It's just easy to handle. I haven't had a case on this since I've gotten it, and if you know me, I always accidentally dropping my phone, but since this is so small, it's just so easy to handle, and thankfully I have not dropped it yet. Watch me drop it right now. But thankfully I have not dropped it yet. So far my experience has been very enjoyable with this little $450 phone right here. Amazing camera experience for the price. The display is great. Now, not the brightest display, I will say that. I do find myself having the brightness turned all the way up on here so I can be able to see it when I'm out in the daylight. So it's not the brightest display, but if you do have the brightness turned all the way to max, it will most likely be bright enough for you when you're outside. I do wish it can get a little bit brighter, but just thought I'd go ahead and mention that. Overall look and build quality, I think it's a beautiful looking phone, especially with these colors right here, this color combo, and then the matte black sides and edges and corners and all that good stuff. We do have USB Type-C, got the right there on the bottom, the speaker microphone, got a microphone up top. Overall, beautiful looking phone. Now, when it does come to the display, it is not truly bezel-less display. Yeah, you got bezels all the way around, the corners, the sides, the bottom is a little bit thicker, but overall you're still getting a full screen experience. Of course, that camera hole punch cutout up at the top. Now, the fingerprint sensor, I will mention this. Sometimes it works really good, sometimes it's kind of slow. Sometimes I find myself having to take my finger off and put it on there again. So not the fastest working fingerprint sensor, but it is decent. It's getting the job done, and I'm sure with an update Google can fix it up right away. So hoping for that update soon. Like I said, there's times where it works really fast, there's times where it kind of misses and I got to do it again. So I got to go ahead and mention that as well. This is all off the top of my head, just trying to remember what I've been experiencing with this phone right here. I don't have no bullet points or anything like that. So if there's anything I forgot to mention, just let me know down in the comment sections below. If there's any other videos that you guys want to see with this phone right here, I do have a camera review coming. I do have my all-day battery drain test coming. Anything you want to know for my full review, just let me know down in the comments, and I will do my best to answer your questions and possibly make a video out of one of your comments. But thank you all so very much for watching. Like I said, I'll have a link down in the description below in case you want to pick one of these up for yourself. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Make sure to leave a huge thumbs up if you did like this video and find it helpful. It is getting hot out here. I am sweating. I think it is time to go. So I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.